Okay, so welcome back. I've done all the measurements. I've got all the measurements I need. So we're going to now proceed to do the pastry. So without further ado or delay, let's get on with the pastry. So we've got 255 gram or 9 ounce of plain flour sieved in a mixing bowl. We have 140 grams of hard margarine or butter. We got butter, of course. So we're going to put that in the mix, like that, just like that. There we go. And then the last thing you want to put in is your salt, a pinch of salt. So grab your salt. What I do is I put a bit in my hand like this. Oh, like that. That's more than a bit, I know. And then I just take a pinch of salt like that and just evenly spread it off. You don't need any more than that, just put it right there. Chuck it over your shoulder. That's what they say in it. Now, if you've got any rings or anything on your fingers, you want to take it off now because you are going to be going into it. And what you're going to be doing is you're basically going to rub the butter into the flour. And what you're looking for is you're going to create like a breadcrumb kind of texture. So don't be afraid. Get your hands in there and just start working it all in. Now, you just want, like I said, you just want to work the butter into the pastry like this. I'll show you like this. Just keep working it in and just make sure that the butter is, you know, worked in well. And just keep, like I said, keep doing this until the mixture resembles a breadcrumb texture. And that's what you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Just get it right on in there. You just want to, you know, get it in there, get it mixed up, you know. As you can see, it is kind of forming a bit more now. It is starting to show a bit more breadcrumb, as you can see. And yeah, this is the part where your kids are going to love, ladies and gentlemen. So, and yeah, it's, like I said, this is very easy, you know. Now, as I said before, you can use pretty much anything you want. When I make my stuff on the channel here, it's really just a guide to, you know, how I make my stuff and stuff like that. You're more than welcome to add whatever you wish to yours. With this apple pie, you can add nutmeg. You can also add cinnamon if that's your thing. And yeah, I mean, whatever suits you, really. It's just the same with the shepherd's pie. You can add what you want. It's your dish. So, but here we go. Here we have it here. Now, as you can see, we've got now we've got breadcrumbs. We've got the breadcrumb kind of look. Now, what you want to do in a moment, get a very cold knife. You need to get a cold knife. Okay. And then what you want to do is once you're happy that you've got a breadcrumb kind of feel, look, I'll show you here. See, it's kind of turned into breadcrumbs now, sort of like a breadcrumb kind of texture. Then what you want to do is create a little well in your mixture. Okay, so a little well in your mixture like that. Okay, and you want to grab your 6 tablespoons of water. I've put it in a glass just like this, just to make it a little easier. And what you want to do is you want to pour that all in your mixture like that. And then what you want to do with a cold knife like this, you want to just mix that in. Okay? Okay, just mix that in like that. That's it. And when the water's gone and dissolved, you then just want to get your hands, take your hands again, and just work it in. This is where your dough starts to thicken. Don't worry about it sticking onto your hands at the moment. It will start to do that, and it will start to form. And yeah, just keep working it in until the dough resembles a pattern. So this is looking good at the moment. Bit messy, I know. That's okay. And you just want to work that in. You want to, you know, mix it around. Make sure all the mixture is together. It's very compliant. You know, you want it you want enough resistance so then it can hold, you know. Otherwise the pastry will be too thin. You know, if the pastry's too thin, then of course it's going to crack when you roll it out. And as you can see, we're getting a kind of like a dough. Like I said, don't worry about it touching, you know, getting all over your hands, stuff like that. You know, it's going to be messy, this part. You just want to work it like that. Now when you're done with this, what you're going to do is you want to get some cling film ready. I haven't got cling film, so I'm going to use a freezer bag. I hope that's enough. I'm sure it will be. As you can see, we've got ourselves a nice pliable dough, as you can see. See, there you go. Just get it out, just knead it a bit, you know, just nurse it. It's very sort of wet. It's a little wet, but it's okay. That's good. And when you put it in the fridge, that wetness will go. And there we have it. You want to start shaping it maybe into a ball, you know. There we have it. We've got a nice playable dough now, pliable. So we're basically done with the pastry, and just going to give it another bit of a kneading. Like I said, you want to make it into a ball, and what you want to do then is fan it out a bit. Okay? Fan it out a bit. You know, turn it into a ball, to a sort of like a circle shape. There you go. And there we have it. Very pliable. Do the other side just to make sure that you've got it all. And there we have it. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Give it another turn just to give it a bit more rigidity. Here we go. And there we have it. It's looking good. Looking really good. There we have it. So, there's our dough. Now what you want to do, like I said, you want to put that in a freezer bag or in some cling film. I'm just going to get that now, so if you bear with me for a second there. We're going to put it in a freezer bag like this. Just going to put it in there. And what you want to do is just stick your pastry into your bag like that. And what you're going to do is make sure it's covered, seal it up, and then you're going to put that into the fridge for 15 minutes, okay? 15 minutes, and that should be ready to be rolled out to make your pastry. What we're going to do now, as you see, we've got the pastry out. It's been in the fridge now for about 15 to 30 minutes. And what we're going to do now is we're going to split the pastry in half. So we've got one half for the bottom and one half for the top. So what you want to do is go and grab your pastry out of the bag. Okay. And what you want to do is just lay it on the table like this for a minute. And what you want to do is cut half down the middle, just like that. Okay? Now what you want to do, put that one side, and just work that into a ball. Okay? Again. Just like that. Okay? Just like this, just wrap that one into a ball. Okay? And what you want to do is you want to flatten that again, like this. And then you want to put it back in the cling film, or in the plastic bag, whatever you've got. And put that one back in the fridge. We're not going to need that until we're doing the lid. Okay? So put that one back in the fridge. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the bottom. So what we're going to do, again, just like with the last one, we're going to put this into a ball, you know, pat it down and make it sure that it's all circular, like this. There we go. Alright, and what we're going to do, once we've got it into a shape that we can work it with, okay, now this is, like I said, this is going to be your bottom, okay, so your bottom of your pie. So you want it nice and round like this, because then you get your round texture. Then flatten it out a bit like this, just flatten it out, just give it a bit of a turn like this, just to make it like that, and then just plop it in the middle of your, in a lightly dusted, floured surface, okay. Now I don't have a rolling pin, so I'm going to use a jar like this, a coffee jar. You can use anything you want. Obviously, you know, you do really need to use ink, but what I suggest you do is grab some flour like this and just rub it over the area that you're going to be, you know, the thing that you're going to use to do it, so that it doesn't stick so much. So then, what you want to do now is just roll your pastry out. Don't worry if it sticks too much. We're only here to make the thing. Maybe grab some a light dusting of flour on top like that, just to stop it from sticking, and just roll it out. Okay. Now you want a circle. Okay. And what the consistency you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, is the thickness of a pound coin. If you don't know what a pound coin is, obviously, then it's probably about the same size as a quarter. And just keep turning it. Just keep turning it a bit to make sure you stay as a circle. Of course, you want to keep it as a circle. And yeah, so this is basically our bottom of our pastry. As you can see, it's nicely forming really well. Just roll it out, just like this. Okay. Now and again, you might want to do, I find it easier doing this way as well. Grab your pastry, now and again, your pastry tray, and just see where you're at. As you can see, we're okay. We're not exactly perfect just yet. A little bit more out there. So we're going to come over here and give this a bit more of a push over. And there we have it. There we have the, you know, you want a good layer. You know, you want a good wrapping. Now, your pastry doesn't have to be perfect, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, okay? If it's breaking apart, or, you know, then it's either too dry, if it's breaking apart, and, you know, we're just seeing. So, that's basically our thing. We'll look at it again. There we go. Okay, now what you want to do now is try and get your pastry to grip the side of your, whatever you're using to roll it with, and then you want to carefully roll it over like this. Okay, and grab your pastry tray and just carefully lift over. Okay, just move your pastry over into the bowl, into the plate like this. Okay, there we go. And then what you want to do, just move it around a bit. Just here we go. Move it around. It's looking good, ladies and gentlemen. Now, don't worry about this overhang, okay? This overhang now we're going to trim off anyway. So don't worry about that. Now, you can crimp it. If your tray has little crimpy bits in there, give it a bit of a crimp. Make sure it's tight. Make sure that the pie bottom is tight. So now and again, move it in so then it can form the tray. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And that basically is how you make your bottom. That's actually gone really well. My first attempt on the Branbury apple one, it was all over the place, as you see on the thing, but it still tastes good. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. There's your pastry. Now, like I said, what you do, you grab yourself a knife, and what you want to do is just score, but don't take too much off, okay? Because what you're going to do, see these sides here? You're going to pinch them with the lid, okay? So what you want, like so, now also, good idea, I think as well, is when you're doing this, make sure you have enough, like keep your ends like this, okay? Because they can come in useful just in case if something breaks or you find a little hole. You know, it's not the end of the world. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. We're not professional chefs, you know. And then just trim off the edges just like this. Just leave a little bit there maybe, because you might want to, like I said, you might want to use that to crimp up on the side. And that's basically our bottom of our pastry, ladies and gentlemen. So we're now going to stick that in the fridge. We're going to stick that in the fridge until our apple's done. So that's basically what we're going to move on to next. So if you wait there for a second, I'm just going to get the stuff on the table and we go and have a look at that. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.